Good to all of you. Uh, let's start with the engineering chemistry part, in which the polymers and polymers are one of the important concern about the different technologies available. And here we can say make a project on that particular polymer. So whatever I'm giving the presentation in the form of the introduction, and then the type of polymers, their classification of polymers, their characteristics of polymers, their applications, and all the references. So the polymers are one of the uh, uh, materials, one of the great materials in different technologies, and mostly the polymers are the lightweight, one of the bad conductor of the electricity. So they are very useful in different engineering and technology, whether we can say all of the engineering can be correlated with the different polymers. Polymers are the one of the uh, high molecular weight compounds. For example, there are various examples of polymers available, and we can back to the one of the initiated polymer, and that was used very useful. The story behind the polyethylene. Polyethylene itself, the polyethene, and this is also the polymer of ethylene. Ethylene, uh, the molecular formula of ethylene is C2H2. So C2H2, two carbon, and H2, that is the acetylene. C2H2 is the acetylene. Then C2H4, then C2H6. So three different hydrocarbons of two carbon atom compound. One is the C2H6, C2H4, and C2H2. So the polythene, which is the greatly used is packing material, packaged material in all around us. However, recently this is also not biodegradable. So therefore, this is environmentally not environmentally friendly. So carbon 2, hydrogen 4, hydrogen 2, hydrogen 6. So this depends on whatever the bonds. So carbon, double bond, carbon. This is the uh, two bonds are there, sigma bond and pi bonds is there. So carbon, double bond, carbon. This undergo the process of the polymerization. So polymerization itself is the process in which the low molecular weight compounds are get their um, many chains and uh, many chains and form a high polymer compounds. So the polymers are the high molecular weight compounds. High molecular. So these are also known as the high polymers. High polymers because of the molecular weight of the concerned polymer is very high. You can say 50,000 to 2 logs of that is the molecular weight of those polymers. Polyvinyl chloride (PVC) is also well-known material that is also used in different electrical uh, um, appliances as well as in the civil engineering. That is the whatever the water tanks, rooftop water tank. One of the uh, one of the item in used in all over us. Similarly, PVC, the name polyvinyl chloride is also in the electrical engineering, that is because of the insulator. So PVC cables are there. So inside, when we see the PVC cables, as well as PVC is also used in agriculture drainage systems. So we have to see different examples of polymers, and whatever the introduction. Polymers are very large molecule made when hundreds of monomers. The meaning of the hundreds of monomers joined together to form a long chain. The word polymer comes from the Greek word, and that Greek poly means many, many, and meros, Mars means the part. So here is the, uh, however, well known, the polymer is used as a synonym for plastics. But however, polymers, when we can give see the polymers, there are maybe other high molecular weight compounds. Those are also in inorganic polymers are also there, and as well as the organic compounds. Organic polymers are there, but generally we call that plastic itself, but that is not the appropriate one. But men's, all common people's called is the plastic. So all plastics are the polymer, but not all polymers are the plastic. This is the form, the chemical reaction, and here you can get this carbon double polyethylene, and now how the types of polymers. This one of the, you can say, first of all, the natural polymers, and then synthetic polymer. But this is a type on based on the other page. And we first of all, the natural polymers. Various examples of natural polymers are there. For example, we have the great, regarding what we have to see. The first thing, we can say the natural polymers, and here the nature, whatever we all around us, that is the environment. So natural polymers which are present in the nature. All of you are well known about when we are taking the food, and what are the food ingredients. So major food constituents are the proteins, the carbohydrate, and then the fats. So proteins are the, whatever can say, the proteins are the polymer, and polymer of which compound. I think when we have to discuss about the different compounds, different materials which we are using in the food, and maybe there may be the different bio sphere, the different plants and different animals. So let's he- he- the constituent of those plants and animals are also related with the polymers. Polymers, I have already discussed that these are the high molecular weight compound. So in nature, whatever we know about that. The proteins, carbohydrate, and fats. Those are the names and major constituent of the food what we are taking as a nutritious food, and requirement of proteins is also essential, as well as the carbohydrate is also essential for our body. So these are the natural polymers are the examples are the proteins, carbohydrates, fats. So we can say there are other well-known polymers are also available in the nature. The major, we have to see the silk. Silk is obtained by silk moth. So here we can say that silk is also one of the example. Our hair, then we have to see our skins. So major constituent itself is the polymer in our body also. Various examples of the natural polymers are proteins, carbohydrates, fats, the silk, whatever we get, the wool, cotton obtained from the cotton tree. and then we have the wool, even the rubber plant. So rubber itself we get from the rubber plant, that is the polyisoprene. So rubber, the natural polymer. The proteins, natural polymers. Carbohydrate, natural polymers. Polysaccharides, these are the polymers. Whatever the one of the most ingredients in the environment, in the food chain, and that is the producers. So producers also, they have a make a polymer, and that is the starch. So starch is one of the example of the polymer. So different examples of polymers are available, and those are present in the nature. So whatever, when we have to see the different parts of the plants, so that we can see that in nature polymers are available, and these polymers are available in a great opportunity. So in nature, very how these polymers are formed, that is very complicated phenomena, and they form the form the different polymers. In case of the animals, whatever you can get, the we have the wool. So wool itself is also one of the example of the polymer, and we have the different parts. Even if suppose the most important concern about the cell structure, and the nucleus, and there is the chromosomes, and then chromosomes, then the DNA, RNA, also the example of the polymers. So we can say a number of nature, the natural polymers are available. Number, a great number, which we have. But what is the process? How the polymers are formed in a certain various examples? The starch. So starch itself is formed by the different plants, and that is very say, that is the carbon dioxide, the water, then minerals, and in presence of sunlight. So that process of the photosynthesis. So whatever the produces, the plants synthesize the starch. So this is the great mechanism where the production is in large amount. Producers, the plants, have the process in their uh, plant cell, the photosynthesis. So because of the photosynthesis and the different polymers which are available in earth, and those are prepared by the simple process, the process of the photosynthesis. Now we have another the homopolymers, then copolymers, and homo means whatever the homo. The here the compounds, whatever the example of the polythene, we have already discussed the polythene. So in case of the polythene, the monomer is the whatever itself monomer is ethylene. In case of the PVC, polyvinyl chloride. So those are the homopolymer. But whatever we can say, the other types, those are the copolymer. In case of the copolymer, two or more compounds are there, and they combine with each other and form a polymer. Well-known example is the nylon 66. Nylon is also one of the example. Various types of the nylons are available. So similarly, we have to see the terrene, the whatever the terrycot, in which the terrene, the polyester. So polyester is, itself is the class of the whatever the compounds. So in case of the polyester, the polymer of whatever polyethylene terephthalate. So two monomers are there. So such polymers are the copolymer. Now we have to see the plastic side. Then there are the thermoplastic and thermosets. Polymers can be distinguished with that when we can use with the heat. Those thermoplastic polymers can be recycled, but in case of the thermoset, those does not recycle. The thermoplastic examples are the polyethylene. When we have the other examples and thermosets, those does not recycle when used. Whatever when they are heated, then they does not soften or melt, but so they remain as such. So whatever in case of the thermoset, they does not undergo the process of the recycle. Now the recent so many examples and then long chain polymers are also available. So now we can say the examples whatever the origin source different we can say another classification, that is the natural polymer and the synthetic and then semi-synthetic. Uh, these are the other classification, whatever various classification of polymers are available. Here again, natural polymer which are isolated from the natural materials and whatever I have discussed, the cotton. Cotton itself is the cellulose, so cellulose itself is the polymer. The silk, natural silk, whatever that used for the various clothings, the sari, and then the dress materials, those are the silk. But this silk is obtained from the animal, that is the silkworm. So silkworm gives whatever the cocoons are there, then cocoons are separated and we get the silk. As well as the wool from the different animals, whatever those, there may be the sheep, there may be camel wool, oh, number of animals which can give the like the full material on their body, and this can be used by human being for in the winter. So wool are also a different type. Whatever in the Kashmir, the Pashmina wool, that is one of the specific. Then we have the others, maybe the whatever from the sheeps we get the wool, sheep wool. So there so those are the hair on the body and that can be used for the purpose of different applications. Now the natural rubber plant, whatever the botanical name of the rubber plant is. So rubber plant, very plants, and those plants are situated in the coastal area of the India, and so rubber plants gives the rubber. So rubber itself is also the example of the polyisoprene. So that is also we can say the polymers of the polyisoprene. So natural rubber, whatever can in the stationary items we can here the rubber to rub the pencil mark. So that is the rubber. Now we have certain the whatever this is well known in the laboratory can synthesize different polymers which are available in the nature, but these polymers synthesized in the laboratory. I have discussed some number of examples of the polymers which are the synthesized, the polythene. So, which are synthesized from low molecular weight compounds are called the synthetic polymers. Polyethylene, and then I have discussed the nylon, the terylene. So these are the examples. A number of polymers are available and which are synthesized. Whatever that is, and those are used for different technologies. Even the high temperature resistance polymers are also available. So the effect of the temperature when we have to see the polythene that easily soften, that it easily melt, but when we have the most important high thermal resistant, high temperature resistant and that is the polyethylene tetra polyethylene the tetrafluoro polyethylene tetrafluoro whatever the polyethylene monomer polyethylene relevant polymer. So in this particular case of PTFE polyethyl tetrafluoroethylene. So here polymer of the tetrafluoroethylene. Whatever the ethylene C2H4 and the hydrogen atoms replaced by the fluorine that is the tetrafluoroethylene. So in case of the tetrafluoroethylene, this is uh, temperature resistance. Whatever the high temperature resistance, and this can also be used in different machines. Whatever I am talking about, the machines, various polymers are uh, the replacement of the various machine parts. Whatever we have can see, the different polymers are used. The simple one, whatever we have the ball bearing. So ball bearing in which that can be also the very high value added polymer, and those are the nylon. So we can say in those are the synthetic polymers. Semi-synthetic polymers, whatever these polymers are derived from naturally occurring by their chemical modification. One of the things. Chemical modification, their treatment of the natural. For example, different polymers obtained from the plants, and those undergo the various treatments, and those the well-known example is the rayon. So in case of the rayon, this is the example of the semi-synthetic polymers. So let's say we have to see the natural polymer. I have already discussed about the number of examples. The definition itself. A natural polymer is a polymer that results from only raw material that are found in the nature. So these are the some of the pictures where I have given the example of the cotton and wool. So DNA and RNA. Deoxyribonucleic acid, DNA, ribonucleic acid. What are those? DNA and RNA. Those are whatever when can discuss about the cell. The cell itself is the unit of life. So polymers, the most important in the life of animals and plants, that is the DNA and RNA. Deoxyribonucleic acid, and ribonucleic acid. So whatever the RNA and DNA, those are linked in the form of the polymer. Here, the bases, then the some nitrogen containing compounds, purines and pyrimidines. So they form a complex structure, and that is the DNA. And ribonucleic acid, DNA, whatever the we can say the uh, this is one of the most component in the chromosomes and the genes, and here we can identify the whatever the DNA, the gene sequencing. The DNA is the most important part of. Here we can say the this is one of the example of the polymer deoxyribonucleic acid, ribonucleic acid, the cotton, the other whatever cotton tree, then we get the cotton uh, that is used for different purposes. Then wool, these are some of the occurring examples of their characteristics. Whatever this is one of the most important concern regarding the polymers. We have to see the, for example, if suppose we can discuss about the polyethylene. Okay, so polyethylene. The most important concern, whatever when materials are used in right, different purposes as well as different applications. Simple application, whatever we are using, the packing material. So the polythene have certain characteristics by which the polythene itself is used in as a packing and packaging material, packing of the items be in our life, in our different we have the packaging bags and certainly the packing material also pack the items. So we can say the great properties of polymer and one of the distinguished property with the other material. What are those the materials? We can say on the basis of the chemistry point, the chemicals points, materials. Materials in which the class, first we can say that is the metals and alloys. This is the material. Okay, so one is the metals and alloy material. Those are the conductor of the electricity. This is the major plus point in case of the metals and alloys. Different copper, iron, metal. Whatever the scandium, the sodium, potassium, then tungsten, the molybdenum, platinum, whatever the copper, mercury are also the example of the metals. Then the alloys are two or more elements, including one of that is the metal, and those are the alloys. A restricted a number of alloys are available, including the mostly whatever we can say the civilization of human being, the iron era. So iron itself is the example of the metal, but something other elements are added into the iron, then that become more functionally active. So we can say whatever the different characteristics and very great characteristics of the polymers by which we can say that polymers have the great value in our life, great value in the technology, high temperature resistance polymer I have discussed, the polytetrafluoroethylene Teflon, that is the so here, what are the various characteristics of the polymers which I am presenting? So now the low density value. Density is one of the important characteristics of the material. Density of iron, density of mercury, density of tungsten, density of zinc. So the density, when we compare the density of these materials with the polymers, so these are the low density polymers. Whatever in case of the polyethylene, there are the low density polyethylene, medium density polyethylene, and high density polyethylene. So that is the density itself, whatever those may be 0. 0.8, 0.84, 0.85. So in between 0.81 to 0.85 or 6, those are the uh, low density polymer and in case of uh, the ethylene. So polyethylene, whatever we can distinguish the polyethylene, the low density polyethylene, high density polyethylene, and in between that is the medium density polyethylene. So this is below that one, and those are the below one, so low density, low coefficient of the friction is one of the important concern making the machine. The friction between the two material surfaces that they are moving, so low coefficient of friction is there. In case of the polymer, these are the good corrosion resistance. This one is also one of the important concern, important property of the material, the corrosion resistance. Corrosion itself is the decay and deterioration of that particular material. So corrosion, good corrosion resistance. So in case of the polymer, they are corrosion free. So no corrosion there in polymers. However, when these compared with the different metals, alloys, so those are the corrosion. Those are affected by the process of the corrosion. Corrosion itself is the destruction, deterioration of the material. So material, losses of material which when present in the environment, but in case of the polymer, they are good corrosion resistant material. Now the good mold ability, mold, how we can mold, how we can say this type of structure is to be made. So the molding process is also very their ability. The plastic can be mold any type of, but when we have to use the different metals, different alloys, different ceramic material, different composite material, so though does not have the molding property, molding ability. So polymers are the having this is characteristics good mold ability, poor tensile strength, low mechanical properties, and poor temperature resistance. So can be produced transparent or different colors. The colors and transparent these can be because of the polymer nature and polymers we can get the colorful polymers because of the addition of the inorganic pigments. So those are added, then we get the different polymers. Now their application is the well known in case of the because the polymers are also especially biomaterials. So biomaterials, you can see one of the important concern about how we can correlate our body and different polymers. So, and if we can get the addition of different polymers in our body, and that is the well known, that is the in case of the heart and heart valve. So, heart valve uh, uh, is heart valve that is made by uh, that is synthesized in the laboratory. The synthetic polymers and synthetic polymers are used for different body replacement parts. So heart valve, that is the pacemaker in the heart. So here the biomaterials, one of the biomaterials, we can say the different plants and different animals, whatever those can be synthesized in the laboratory, and whatever the however those are the synthetic polymers, but we have the value addition in medicines. So different organs, different things we can make, and those are the substitute of or the replacement of that. So, in many biomaterials, especially heart valve replacement and blood vessels, are made up of the polymer, the Dacron and Teflon. Teflon I have discussed, that is the polymer of the tetrafluoroethylene. Polymer of the tetrafluoroethylene. I have given earlier discussed the high temperature resisting polymer, the Teflon. Then so here, whatever the dacron is itself is the polymer of polyethylene glycol and terephthalic acid. So the next one, consumer service. This is one of the important concern about our life. We are the consumer science. So plastic container of all shapes, size are lightweight, economically less expensive than more traditional containers. So we have to discuss about this very simple cases, the polyethylene. So polyethylene, the plastic container. However, in case of our life, we are also using the different containers. the packing material, the packaged boxes, all those are, for example, in the kitchen, the boxes which are the food grade plastics, and those are containers, whatever the shape, the design, the size, the lightweight, are economically less expensive. So simple the boxes, simple the container, food containers where we are in those food container we have used food containers are used for different food items. So for example, different pulses are kept in the boxes in the synthetic polymer boxes. So because they are the lightweight in compound, economically less expensive, are also these are the current. Now the industry, various automobile parts, various pipes, various tanks, packing material, adhesives are various examples of the adhesive. Adhesive to two materials can adhere. So this is because of the polymers. So different two polymers. For example, if suppose we have the lighting system, their holder is there. So compact fluorescent lamp, whatever the metal halide lamp, so when they are packed with each other, so here adhesives are used. This is the polymer application, and which is the great application of this because of the sports playground equipments, golf club, swimming pool, and protective helmets. One of the great concern about the protection, protective helmet, polyethylene, terphthalate. So these are the examples of the polymers. Now we can say different contents, whatever I have discussed. So overall, I would thanks any of the questions you can ask me by my email ID, which I so here overall I can sum up the what are the polymers and what are their applications. So number of polymers, various examples of the polymer, synthetic polymer, natural polymer. This is one of the simple classification origin of the polymer. So based on the origin of the polymer, polymers are typically natural or synthesis. Man-made. Man-made polymer, the natural occurring polymer, and one more, whether both are inorganic behaving or the organic. Inorganic natural polymer and organic natural polymer. And then the inorganic synthetic polymers, inorganic natural polymers. So, simple thing, inorganic polymers, when we have to discuss about them, the borage is one of the example of the synthetic polymer that is can be synthesized in the laboratory. So we can say, and inorganic case, the natural polymer polysilicate. Polysilicates are the example of the natural polymer. So inorganic, whatever those are, those can be distinguished with the organic one. In case of the natural organic, the well-known materials, the proteins, the carbohydrates, fats, whatever I have earlier discussed, the deoxyribonucleic acid, DNA, and RNA, these are the examples of the polymers, the organic polymers. So in nature, whatever we can say, natural organic polymers are these of the examples, whereas the synthetic organic polymers are the number of based from two carbon polyethylene, one of them. Then we have two carbon, one hydrogen is replaced by the chlorine. That is the vinyl chloride. Whatever the similarity in the in the ethylene and vinyl chloride. So there is difference of whatever the hydrogen atom can be substituted by one chlorine. So vinyl chloride and here the ethylene. So ethylene and vinyl chloride, two mono compounds. Okay. In case of the ethylene, carbon double bond, carbon is there. In case of the polyvinyl chloride, carbon double bond, carbon is there. So because we have to say the carbon itself is the tetravalent, hydrogen is monovalent, and chlorine element is also the monovalent. So what happen in case of the ethylene? Four hydrogens are there, but in vinyl chloride only three hydrogen uh, valent. So monovalent, whatever the hydrogen can form only one bond, whereas the carbon can form the four because carbon is the tetravalent. This is earlier discussed in the electronic configuration of elements. So carbon is tetravalent and hydrogen is monovalent and chlorine is the monovalent. So here the ethylene and vinyl chloride, those can be distinguished only because of the hydrogen atom in polyethylene that replaced by the chlorine atom. So that become the uh, vinyl chloride, one chlorine atom. So the vinyl chloride undergo the process of the polymerization. So polymer itself will be the PVC. So PVC, one of the great material in electrical engineering, in the electrical science, in the electrical business, and that is the what we have the PVC cable. PVC, the plastic used, the polymer used in the electrical industry. So PVC itself is also used in the agriculture, the drip irrigation system, whereas all over the world, the PVC is used because of their the property, great property, that is the bad conductor of the electricity. So definitely we can say a number of examples available out of the homopolymer, the where we can say the same monomeric unit is there, that is the homopolymer. And then we have the copolymer where two or more monomeric units are utilized. The well-known example, the safety helmet, and we have the clothes made up of the terine. So terine, and whatever the usual name is, the polyester, whatever that. But in common peoples, we are using the name polyester, and whereas the chemical value polyethylene. So ethylene terephthalate. So two monomers are there. So those are the copolymer. The Teflon is the homopolymer where the all four hydrogen atoms are substituted by the fluorine atom. So we can say the compare both of if suppose one side is the polythene, and another side is the Teflon. Great value addition only of the because when we had see the structure of the ethylene, in case of the structure of ethylene, carbon double bond, carbon is there, and then hydrogens are placed. So Teflon because of the hydrogen is substituted by fluorine atom. All of you are well known about the fluorine F. So F itself is the uh, fluorine is the example of the halogens. So in case of the halogens, the fluorine is one of the lightweight, one of the material, and that combine that replace the hydrogen atom. So we can say because of the fluorine, the polymer become more applicable, and that is the thermal resistance. So in case of the Teflon, polyethylene, tetrafluoroethyl, uh, polytetrafluoroethylene, PTFA. So that this is high temperature resistance. So polymer, number of other synthetic polymers, the most one different. Nylon 6 double bond 6 daughter. double dot six, nylon six, double dot whatever pure nylon 6 may be there. So these are the example, even nylon 11, nylon 6, these are the example where the polymer of the amide of bone, polyamides are the nylon. So even in a great application of different nylons in whatever those the mechanical values are there, the hardness, one of them, great percent. Whatever there may be the other properties and mechanical properties are correlated with the Teflon. So here the way most example is the wheel, and wheel in case that we are using, uh, that is the whatever you can say in a wheel, and the wheel systems, the ball bearing. So ball bearing itself is made generally by the metals and alloys. So ball bearing, where the very small balls are there, ball bearing, and they are then whole that is with the wheel and the movement, whatever the so a ball bearing and movement, and so therefore in case of the ball bearing, these can be replaced by different nylon materials. So even the Teflon can be also used. So number of synthetic, whatever I am giving, cryopoly polymers that is most specific, whatever those may be polyacrylonitrile, nitrile value, different synthetic uh, rubbers, whatever I have discussed, the rubbers are of the two types, synthetic or the main or the natural. So natural rubber we get, but certain other rubbers are available. Those invention of the rubber was because of the 1945, the Second World War. So during that World War, the different synthetic rubbers are prepared. The Bunayan, whatever the butyl rubber. So certainly we have the specific rubbers are originated from the natural, but those rubbers can also be synthesized. So this is one of the polymers are the great materials. Okay. Yes. Now. So any of the query? Yes. Okay. Thank you. All the best for all.